Hi, I'm Bill Hooey, and I'm reporting for KNBSTV.com here in Hollywood, California. What I do is I go out and cover the Hollywood industry. I interview the biggest stars in the world. I ask them crazy questions, and I hope you like what I do.
He's from Prison Break. She's from The Notebook.
The Notebook.
And they're engaged.
So, they're engaged. Ask them in a second. When they have, I believe most celebrities are smarter than most people give them credit for. So let me ask you a quick question. See how fast you can answer this. Name a famous person that you would like to see being chased by a swarm of bees, just for entertainment value.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Huh?
Number one show on MTV and the new face of Louis Vuitton.
Co-host of MTV's number one. Your mom. Name a famous person that has nothing wrong with them that reincarnation couldn't cure.
Pamela Anderson.
Okay, good. Okay, now here, name a famous person that you would like to see being chased by a swarm of bees, just for the entertainment value.
Halle Berry.
Shot it as Babelicious here. All right, so tell me your name and what do you do? Hold on. I'm going to get a shot of your body first. Okay, tell me your name and what do you do?
My name is Amy Paffrath. I'm a television host.
What show do you host?
In the Cuts on DirecTV.
On DirecTV?
Yes.
And now it's called In the Cuts?
In the Cuts. Okay.
Name a famous person that you would like to see being chased by a swarm of bees, just for the entertainment value.
Wow. Paris Hilton.
What is the craziest and most daring thing you ever did in your life get the attention of someone that you were romantically interested in?
No, I did bungee jump in Mexico under the influence by my ankles with a skirt on.
That sounds like the beginning of a bondage film. Hollywood Reporter. Look at you. I'm going to pan down. Look at you. Oh, you're really hot.
My name is Miko, but Flavor Flav named me Cherry. I was Cherry on VH1's Flavor of Love, Season 1.
If you had a magic wand and you could have any famous person in the whole world as your love slave for one night, who would you want?
Any celebrity?
Anybody famous that the public would know is your love slave for a night.
Nicole Narain, she's a Playboy playmate.
Well, man, Bill,
yeah.
How you doing tonight?
Good.
Great.
Now, let me ask you, what do you do for a living? You're a producer, adult film?
I'm an adult film actor.
Oh, adult film actor.
Yes.
Okay, what's your name?
My name is Max Hardcore.
Oh, okay, Max Hardcore. If you could see any two famous people in the whole world appear in a porno film together who are not in the porno film industry, who would you like to see in a porno film together?
I would like to see, maybe, how about Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt do a porno?
Oh, so you would buy that video?
Yeah.
You're track dealer, right?
Yes.
You're for fans and you're a music producer.
I know he's wearing Ed Hardy, so he knows about Ed Hardy.
Tell us some of the people that you produce musically.
I work with Chauncey Black from Blackstreet, Sean Paul, Chico Bennyman, Uncle Show, Little Zane. Pretty much a lot of people, and I have 7 platinum records as a music producer in France.
Now let me ask you, what famous people, famous singers that the audience would know could really benefit from a few singing lessons, in your opinion?
Wow, that's a good one. Singing lessons.
Yeah.
J-Lo.
Okay, now what two famous people would you like to put together and produce them as a duo, just to do something that's never been done?
Jay-Z and us.
Look at that, huh? Bishop, in your opinion, give me the name of a celebrity that you think needs to go for an exorcism. Somebody famous that needs to go for an exorcism.
DMX. That's my friend.
You think he needs to go for an exorcism?
Yeah.
Anybody else? Anybody famous that you think is a little crazy? It's got the devil inside them?
Yeah. What's the gentleman I did? Yeah, Will Ferrell. He need an exorcism. He crazy as a vegetable. He got to have an exorcism. Something is in Will Ferrell. I did, 2 movies with him. I did, Old School, Starsky and Hutch. Man, I'm telling you, this guy, he need an exorcism. Will Ferrell from the Archbishop Don Juan get an exorcism church.
Here we go. If you want to reach a worldwide audience, you should advertise on KNBSTV.com. We can put a banner out on the site, or we can put your 30-second commercial in between my interviews. So come on, contact us, and you can reach a worldwide audience.
When he saw this later, he said it was worth everything. Because that was a darling piece of film to own, and I wanted to share it with you.
Quick question, this is Mr. Carl Reiner, a great comic genius. Let me ask you, they say with age comes wisdom. What is the biggest thing you have figured out, or the biggest piece of enlightenment in recent years that has come with age?
That the mind is a muscle, and the more you use it, the more it stays vital. In the last couple of years, last 2 or 3 years, I've written 2 books, a children's book, a new novel, and I've just finished a screenplay, an animated screenplay.
Oh, good.
And I do crossword puzzles and anything that tickles your brain and makes you think.
And go back in time for one day and talk to anybody who ever lived. Who would you like to talk to for one day?
No, I'd like to talk to my father again.
French Stewart is at this play. French Stewart is doing a play. I'm with French Stewart. He's doing a play. And the reason I'm pointing down is because he doesn't like to have his face on camcorders, and I have to respect him.
That's right.
All right, now, what TV show that's on the air right now would you love to play a character on, and what type of character would you like to play?
Oh.
If you could have your pick of all the shows on TV.
I'd like to be on Deadwood.
Okay.
And I'd like to play some weasel who like shoots somebody in the back.
Of all the famous people in the world, who do you wish you could have done a love scene with when you were on Third Rock on the Sun?
Oh, Helen Mirren.
Okay.
I don't know why. There's something about her. She just kills me.
All right, so I get her name right? Can you spell her last name for me?
M-I-R-R-E-N.
If aliens came from outer space, who have been watching your show, Third Rock, and they're big fans of yours, and they needed a supreme ruler and commander on their planet, someone who would be omniscient, would have all the answers to everything, and if they asked you, would you come, we'll make you our king, our supreme ruler and commander, and your word would be law, what laws would be different on that planet than on planet Earth?
Oh, no pants Friday. That's all you need.
That's no pants Friday.
Just no pants Friday.
I think we've hit a high moment.
Right on.
Now, I also get invited to a lot of secret Hollywood parties where the stars let their hair down and get crazy and have a good time. So I can deliver footage of those kind of events. Here I am walking up the driveway of a mansion in the Hollywood Hills where I'm going to attend a Hollywood party. And there's my buddy in front of the mansion, Tony Tarantino. Tony, if you had a magic wand, if I lent you one of my magic wands, and you could have any famous person in the whole world as a love slave for one night, who would you have?
Angelina Jolie.
Okay, I'm at an exclusive Hollywood party here where all the beautiful people hang out. I'm talking to Brian Michael Stoller, a film producer, director, and Miss Castaway, right?
Yeah.
Now, that movie has Michael Jackson in it. Right. Now, has the movie been released yet, like worldwide or anything?
Oh yeah, it's everywhere. It's at Blockbuster, it's at Netflix, Hollywood Video, it's
okay, good.
The internet, yeah.
If you could wave a magic wand and have any famous person as your love slave for one night, who would you want?
Sandra Bullock, but she's married now, so.
Okay, but we can retroactively go in a Wayback Machine. Okay, now, if you could jump in a time machine, because you're a great film director, and go back in history, back in time, talk to any one person who ever lived, have a 1-hour conversation with him or her, who would you talk to?
Probably Albert Einstein.
Green. Let me see if I can get a... Okay, that's Nate, D-O-G-G. That's Nate, D-O-G-G. Okay? Nate, can I ask you a question? What's the wildest thing you ever did to impress a woman?
Brought her to an event. I can't wait.
Who would you like to record with that you haven't yet recorded with?
I would love to record with Stevie Wonder. That's what I'm looking forward to recording with. I'm at a point in my life where I want to challenge my voice to where, like, I don't want to just go in the studio and do something. Hey, that's Nate Dogg, that's his voice. I want to go in there with somebody that really sits down and does great music and challenge that. And by the way, Stevie's mother was there today. I want to offer my condolences. So they just came from the funeral just right now. So
I'm going to interview Ricky Minor. You're the musical director of American Idol, right? Yeah. Okay, Ricky, what is the one piece of advice you have for anybody who's an aspiring contestant who wants to win on American Idol? What is the one piece of advice?
The one piece of advice that you need to win American Idol and to move forward is to stay true to who you are and constantly use the advice of the people around you. We're professionals, we're there to help. So if you use that information and do what all these people who work with everyone tell you, then you'll be fine. But I think that you just can't let your nerves get the best of you. That's the thing. People start making bad choices, bad decisions, nervous.
Let me ask you a couple quick questions.
Okay.
Of all the people out there in the music business, who would you like to put together and make one record with? Two people you could ideally, if you could put them together and produce one record with.
I would put together Seal and Sade together and do a duet with them. I think it would be awesome.
Okay. Now, who in the record business do you think would make much better records if they called you and asked you to be their producer?
Seal and Sade.
Okay. Now let me ask you one last question.
Okay.
When you were young and single, what is the wildest thing you ever did to impress a girl or to get her attention?
Wow. When I was young and single, my mind doesn't go back that far.
Okay. All right.
Young and single. Wow.
Okay. So what projects are you working on now?
We're mixing a new Janet Jackson album right now, and we're getting ready to go in the studio with Jessica Simpson to do some stuff for her new album.
Oh, that should be an interesting collaboration,
should
right?
Be very, very good collaboration.
So to anyone who's ever wants to make it successful in the record industry, what is the one piece of advice you would give them?
Be prepared. You never know where your break's going to come from. So as long as you're prepared for it, when somebody calls you and says, hey, I like your demo or whatever, are you ready to go? Just make sure you're ready.
All right. And is there a TV show on the air right now that you would love to produce some background music for?
Wow, that's a good question. I don't know, I'm a big soap opera fan, so Young and Restless maybe.
Of all the people that appeared at American Idol, in your opinion, who's the one person that could have done much better, but somehow they weren't ready or they just weren't focused?
Oh, that's not even a fair question. I think they all could have done great if they'd have done better. I mean, listen, when you put kids that haven't done this under that kind of pressure, there's 35 million people watching 2 nights a week. It's going to be tough,
Is there anyone that didn't get the votes that you personally thought they would have gotten?
There's a lot of people. I mean, I thought Chris went out too early. I thought Tamara went out too early. Every season there's always someone that people forget to vote about. You know what I mean?
And what's one piece of advice you would give to an aspiring singer who wants to get on American Idol and make it?
Don't believe the hype. Become the best you can be and ask somebody that won't lie to you, that'll tell you the truth. And read that book called What's Up, Dog. There's a lot of hot info for you.
Shawnee, now you're a drummer in Hillary Duff's band, right?
Yes,
So are you guys on tour right now, or what are you doing?
Actually, we just finished touring. We did South America, and we're at home for a little bit. And actually, I leave tomorrow. We're doing a performance at the Children's Museum in Washington, D.C., which is my hometown, so I'm really excited. We're just doing that on Saturday, so I'll be back in LA on Sunday.
Okay. Now, how did you get the gig? Because Hillary Duff is like pop, and you look like somebody who might be in the R&B a little bit more. How did you luck out and get that gig?
Well, I met her manager, and they first hired me to do her music video. And I guess he pitched the idea to them. It would be really cool to have Shawnee in the band, because at the time I was the music director and drummer for a group called 112. And they said it would be really cool to have Shawnee, in Hillary's band, and they liked the idea. And I've been with her in September, it'll be 3 years.
Okay, what's the most fun thing about being on the road?
Wow, the most fun thing about being on the road, first of all, I love traveling, and I love all the different experiences of all the different places, and learning about the new places, and shopping in all the different places or different countries, because there's always something new that you can buy or something different that you may want to take home.
Are you a collector? Are you one of those people who collects things?
Yes, I like to collect clothes.
Clothes?
Or I like handbags.
Oh, you're in the handbag?
Yes.
Who would you like to do a song with that you've never had the opportunity to record with, of all the people in the music industry?
Wow, so many people, I always wanted to go in the studio just with Stevie Wonder and myself.
Who would you love to do a love scene with in a movie if you had the chance?
Halle Berry and what's her name? Scarlett Johansson at the same time, both of them.
All right, thanks.
He'll be right down there.
All right, now let me ask you, if you were asked to appear in a movie, who would you love to do a love scene with in a movie? What famous actress?
Halle Berry.
All right, very good. What is the wildest thing you ever did to impress a woman that you were interested in?
Wow. I'm a player. I don't really do a lot of wild things. I'm a player, so make sure my wife didn't hear that.
Okay.
I'm a player, so I mean, you know, the most I've done was just take a woman out on an expensive date.
Right.
Yeah,
now,
that's about it.
Okay, good. If you could jump in a time machine and go back in history and spend an hour with anybody who ever lived, who would you like to spend an hour with?
My mother.
Thank you.
Snoop, if you could record with anybody in the whole world, who would you like to do a song with, Snoop?
Marvin Gaye and Curtis Mayfield.
Oh, very cool. And if you could jump in a time machine and go back and spend an hour with anybody who ever lived, ever, who would you like to go back and spend 1 hour with?
Richard Pryor.
Thank you.
Second shot. What's the message of your book in like a few words?
The book is called Real Men Don't Apologize, and it's a kind of a tongue-in-cheek self-help book. It's for men. It's really about the premise about honoring women and being the man that women really want to have.
Right. What is the biggest misconception that women have about men, that if they knew the reality, they wouldn't have so much grief with men?
That men don't like to commit to anything without a deal. If they can present a good deal to a man, he'll commit.
Okay, if aliens came from another planet, from a parallel universe, identical to Earth, and they were fans of yours, and they wanted you to come to their planet and be their supreme ruler and king, what's the first order you would decree?
Starbucks in the morning.
All right, one last thing. What's the most daring thing that you ever did to impress a woman whose attention you wanted to get?
Married her.
All right.
Okay. Terrible.
Thank you. All right, thank you. If you're in the media, if you work in radio or television, you want to rebroadcast our interviews, we can send you a broadcast quality tape. If you're in the print media and you need a still picture so you can run one of the quotes, contact us. We'll work something out. Maybe we can establish some kind of working relationship. We will give you the most outrageous celebrity interviews in the world.